Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, I've got something pretty special for you guys today. I think so anyway. I have been contemplating buying a custom made knife for quite some time. Now, that is an expensive endeavor if you're going to buy one in the United States, firsthand. And there's a lot of thought that's required to go into it, which I'll kind of get into a little bit as we look at this knife. But I want to give a shout out to Bobby Toole. This is the one that I ultimately decided to go with. This is the designer and the knife maker that I felt was the best for the price. It is Bobby L. Toole. He's a knife maker. There's all his information. You can pause this if you'd like and contact Bobby. He's also available at BLT Knives on Instagram. That's how I contacted him. So as well as his information, you can contact him again on Instagram with BLT Knives. All right, so let's get into this knife. It comes with a custom pouch, obviously, and then here is what we're looking at. So I went with a trapper. Among all of Bobby's designs that he'd already made, I went through probably hundreds of different photographs of his knives and ultimately decided on the trapper pattern. I thought it was probably the best fit for my collection. I didn't have anything quite like it, and it's single-bladed, which I'm not a big fan of the two-bladed trapper because it has the spade blade. Also kind of went with something of a, I guess, very safe design. I didn't want to do anything too flashy in case I didn't like the knife that was too built to me, I guess you would say, and then end up being a little too personal to one person. And then if I needed to move it on to someone else to kind of recoup the cost of it, I felt like, the brown was going to appeal to a lot of different people. Wasn't going to offend anyone. And I went with that wonderful shield there. I thought was probably the best one that I saw him use. It is a Keystone design, you can see. And then it's kind of narrow, but it's really nice looking. And then the beautiful jigging on this, which I thought his jigging would definitely appeal to most people. Now you get the 416 stainless bolsters on this. According to the spec sheet, I just got this written on the back here. Let's just kind of quickly go through that. So this is the trapper design. It's got A2 steel on the blade. It's jigged bone, brown jigged bone, 416 stainless steel, and it's 3 15/16 inches closed. So very, very perfect size for me personally. And yeah, just a very attractive trapper design. Get the clip point blade there. Now I did specify the long pull on this. I did not see that on any of his other trappers. So I made a point to specify that. But other than that, I've kind of tried to stick to anything that I'd already seen him do. He had the double bolster design on this pattern handle. He'd done this jigging on this colored handle before, and he'd used that shield before. He used this blade shape before as well, but had a crescent pull on it. I opted for the long pull, which I think looks fantastic. There is his maker's mark there, Toole, on the blade etch. Fantastic pull on this. Got a half stop. I'd say it's about a 7 pull. It's just right. I mean, it's right in that perfect range that you want. It's not going to fold down on you. I mean, you can kind of move the blade there, but it's going to take quite a lot to get that to close down on you. And great belly on the clip point blade shape. Again, A2 steel is what I went with. He does offer a stainless option. I can't recall off the top of my head what that was, but it was a good solid stainless steel. But I wanted to go with the A2. Most of the people that I know in my immediate kind of community here prefer the carbon steel blade, so I figured that would be the better option to start with. Very well centered. You can see there, right down the middle. Tight on the back spring. He uses integral bolsters here, so that's all one piece of metal there. Interesting that, we get a lot of flack for RoseCraft knives because they use the integral bolsters, but here's an example of a custom maker is doing the same thing. And this isn't the only one. I've seen a lot of different custom makers use the integral stainless liner bolster design. So that is not uncommon among the custom knife community, especially in slip joints. So that being said, let's take a look at the blade length here. Right at 3 inches, and then you got a cutting edge. It's about a 1/4 inch shy of that, so 2 3/4. You can see it's a really deep blade choil there, so you're never going to run into any issue, you know, with the smile that you would have on a lot of these knives. It's going to be able to get right up to the end there. A nice plunge grind on that. I like the way that looks. Swedging is just sort of faint swedge on there, not nearly as heavy as a lot of Andy's designs, just sort of a light swedge, but I think it looks great with that long pull on there. Got a thread on the bolster, and then of course that cap bolster on the end there. So altogether, I just think it's a fantastic looking design. It's one that will appeal to most people. It's got the great size to it, and I just kind of, like I said, I kind of played it safe with this, kind of not knowing what exactly to expect. But all in all, I just think it's a fantastic knife for me, regardless if it's a bit, you know, non-flashy, just sort of standard. But the jigging on this is just unlike anything I've ever seen. It's just so well done. Really remarkable. Well, that's jigged. The deep spooned little divots in there look really, really good. And I believe these are nickel silver pins. They do polish up pretty nicely, but they seem pretty lighter than brass would be. But yeah, I thought you guys would want to have a look at this. Again, I'll show you his business card very quickly here. You can pause and use that information if you would like to contact him. But thank you, Bobby, if you're watching. Very pleased with my knife. And this video, like I said, this is going to be the most expensive knife that I've ever shown on the channel. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. And if you would like to subscribe, please do so. And stick around for the slideshow. I'm going to have some beautiful pictures of these up close. And we will see you guys next time. Take care.